meetings for these two new rivals this season go. One which needed the services of a garbage truck on the field, and the other in the SEC championship game. And both of them had the dogs on top. It is time to see if Hookem can get one back. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Manning. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these pros.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've done a really good job at high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Branch. At the 35, he's loose. They'll run in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Using his legs, it's McCray. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now, setting up 1st and goal.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Caught in the backfield, it's McCray. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Might be looking to run. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
I love the attitude on defense. There was nobody moping around feeling sorry for themselves. The offense has the ball deep in your own end. Step up and make a play. 2nd down, 3rd down, they generate sacks. Nice job.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air, it's Manning. Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive. but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now, trying to set up a punt.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, the ground game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on.
He's loose on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's on target and complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Branch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You've got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Third down play from the gun. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Caught in the backfield. It's McCray. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Manning. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a move to get open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They're in makeable field goal range, but on fourth down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Pocket breaking down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give on the inside. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw at Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He got it. That brings him to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive, the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's taking the shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged on the outside. It's Young. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Off the boot, looking for his man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Caught behind the line. It's McCray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Bell. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
So now it's second and long. On the move, it's McCray. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Leaves it with the back. There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the second half. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much.
He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking for a crease. It's McCray. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Sure hands. It's go. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that cone.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute. They did.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. But man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he...
Looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Punt is in the air. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
To the air. It's Stockton. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
He splits the uprights. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 35 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Baxter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think Jeff
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got a man. It's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Thomas. Continues to fight for yards. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. They've got the screen set up. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. That total goes to 16. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.